So, big day, big week.
Lots of big things happening.
Yeah. Can you talk me through the emotion in the squad and also, for yourself in terms of the team announcement? I know I see a lot of elation for a lot of the players involved. Some disappointment too, but I don't want to get well down on the negatives or anything like that. What's the mood in the squad?
Yeah, I think it definitely has some of those sort of mixed emotions, but that was always going to be the way. For us, it doesn't matter if you've played 1 minute or 1,000. You know what I mean? You're a part of this team. You're a part of the squads. Almost this sort of elite club. And we're just very, very tight. And so for us to see anyone who's, hasn't been picked, it's just devastating because everyone has played their part. And for us, we've got to, we have got to accept it and take it and still be proud of everything that we've all still done. And individually we know that this has been, that kind of lifelong ambition. And so I think it's taken these little bits to process it, but we've got to look forward. This is sometimes how it is at the top level, and we've got to take that on. But again, I think just everyone has really stuck together, and we always will.
Is that really lifelong ambition? Is this a childhood dream?
Yeah, I suppose, when you say kind of lifelong, I suppose you don't know if it's going to become a reality, but I think it's just, even that's it, you even watched, the men in the World Cup and just being a number one fan and just seeing how happy it made the country at the time, you know what I mean? I was literally kind of growing up with it, and I suppose, you kind of don't think it's a possibility, but at the same time you also see these guys run around playing for their country, and the joy. I remember it was bringing my family at the time or the town. We were going up and watching some of the games, and you're kind of like, oh, that's cool, and I play football, so why not? Who knows? I probably didn't even know really what a World Cup was at that stage, but you were kind of like, that's cool, and I want to do that. And then it just starts to gradually build, and then there was women across the world, and that you finally got to see playing football and for their country, and it's all started to piece together, nicely in that way.
Well, not to put the weight of the youth of Ireland on your shoulders now, but I suppose now with this historic moment of the team, first time getting to this major tournament, young girls are going to be, well, they're not going to wonder about the Irish women's team making it to the World Cup because it's happening.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be the same. It's going to be young boys as well. Because at the same time we looked up to the men's team and really wanted it, and I just think it just lets people dream, lets people see that it's possible. And listen, if it's that sort of pressure that you say of young kids, that's an absolute privilege to have that pressure, to inspire, to grow the game, to get people wanting to play more football or in some way be involved in it, because it is, it's the love of my life. My partner will be happy with me saying that, but it is, it's our real first love, and if there's any way that we can create a pathway, I think this entire squad is happy to take that on and inspire anyone who wants to get involved.
Great. Well, look, let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. That opening game against Australia, you yourself obviously with Hunter Capture bringing so much experience in that game. What are you anticipating, and how are you bringing that experience to the game yourself and to the players around you?
Yeah, I just think we've got to take on any inch of experience that we have. Obviously, Scotland being such a high pressure game, I think it's a great example of just how we were feeling, and actually quite relaxed going into that game, and knowing that we had every chance, that we had the talent to do it. It's going to be something completely different, but I've kind of said we've really learned how to be a really open and honest group together. Saying if don't understand maybe what we're trying to do on the pitch, or just, you know, even if you're a bit scared or nervous or tentative about kind of what's going on, it's a massive situation. I think, you know, we're very open and honest about that with each other now, and then that kind of helps us through it. So I think, you know, we've got a squad filled with massive experience of winning leagues, winning FA Cups, playing in Champions League, semi-finals. You know, all of these things we've got to take that on board, and help each other out along the way.
Each game is a course, I know, but what are your ambitions and what are your hopes for this tournament that you can, you know, return to Ireland and be happy with the performance?
I think for us, we obviously have that goal of getting through the group. But I think, you know, first and foremost, we just have to not let the occasion get to us, you know, and kind of take it in for what it is. Sometimes, and sport is sport, sometimes if another team is better than you, you have to kind of accept that. But I feel like if we don't just take it on for what it is, or let the occasion kind of get to us, I think, you know, there might be kind of some disappointment in that. So I think if we can just kind of relish it, take on those good nerves that get the adrenaline going. And for us it'll be this, you know, and as we've done for a lot of the campaign, Courtney Brosnan, keeping clean sheets, not letting teams through, and then we have, you know, the ability to score all over the pitch as well. And listen, we're still giving ourselves every chance, because we know we're 100%. We're a very, very tough team to beat.
Last question quickly, because I know that our damn guys are waiting on me here, but the fans in that stadium, obviously it's no secret, the huge expat community, Irish expat community in Australia. You hoping they drown out the Australians, or are you looking forward to that?
Oh yeah, they're definitely going to give it a good go. You know, there's definitely going to be a wave of green, you know, and patches all over the stadium. My own sister lives in Australia as well, so I think just kind of getting over as well and being able to play where she lives, and you know, she'll be getting everyone on board as much as she can. And I have so many friends from uni and from everywhere that are over there, so it's you know, we're very well known for being some of the best fans in the world, and I know, you know, it's going to be the exact same at the other side of the world as well in Australia.
Thanks so much, Louise.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for your time.
No worries.
Thanks a lot.
No problem.